Hello, welcome to a new episode of Bergers 5. I'm Alfred Berger, the Managing Director of Röhnfried. I'm a biologist and a pigeon fancier since 1981. I welcome Frederick Wolf, our product manager, who will assist us with questions that have been sent to us. Hello, Frederick.
Hi, Alfred. Very friendly hello to our fans. It's wonderful to able to create another episode of Bergers 5, and I'm really looking forward to our questions today.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you for asking. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine too. So I would say let's start with the first question.
Okay, please show the first question, Alfred. I will read it. Hello, we use your Blitzform. Would this product return a positive drug test, or has our federation introduced the testing this year? We are just checking the product. We use it.
Okay, so when I understand it right, the question is the product Blitzform, which is based on the active ingredient iodium and kalium iodide, is this a medicine product a risk if you have a doping test? And what I can tell you is there is no risk because all the active ingredients of the product Blitzform is conform to the doping regulations, so you have no risk if you use the medicine or our product Blitzform to increase metabolism on a higher level, so to bring pigeons in a higher condition. To build up the top form, you can use the Blitzform 1, 2, or maybe 3 days, or also 4 days per week. There is no risk. The advantage is that you bring your pigeons the metabolism of your pigeons on a higher level. So the noses will be more wide, the blood circulation will be better, and so on. Yeah, so you have a very effective influence to the metabolism.
How many times do you use it during the racing season?
Yeah, myself, I use it 2 days in the week. Normally, regularity on Wednesday and Thursday. So when we basket our pigeons on Friday, I use it 2 times per week. In the old recommendations of the Blitzform, the fans use it 4 to 5 days per week. But from my point of view and with my experience, it is more than enough if you use it 2 times per week, so 2 days. And I use it through the drinking water. And often we get questions, is it possible to do it, to feed it also through the mixtures, through the feed? That's possible to do it through the feed. Most important is that the pigeons take it, the active ingredients, but the disinfection function of the iodine, which you have when they drink it, this is not only at present when pigeons drink it, not if you use it through the mixtures.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's come to the second question.
Second question, here we are.
Here we are. Thank you very much. Is your bathing salts harmless to pigeons after internal use? My pigeons always taste the bathing water while bathing. I don't want to urine their mucosal membranes.
Yeah, I think the question is based on the knowledge that we have some active ingredients in our bath salt who are working against ectoparasites. And what you have to know is that the quantity of these ingredients are only able to, repellent. It's work like a repellent, so the ectoparasites go away, they don't die directly. So the quantity of the active ingredient, if you put it into the bath water, it's not so high that we have a problem or a toxic reaction. So it is no problem when pigeons take it and taste the water and drink a little bit. So that's not a problem.
Okay. Thank you very much for asking. Let's come to the third question today. How can Avidress Plus affect Trichomonads?
Yeah, Avidress Plus is a product which is based on different organic acids. And these organic acids are not the natural acids, they are a little bit modified. And that is important because these modification of these acids make it more effective against infections like Trichomonads or also bacterials, also against fungus it is active. And the idea of the use of the Avidress at the beginning was to cut the infection wave from pigeon to pigeon through the drinking water. And at least if we use Avidress in the drinking water daily, we saw an very effective effect against the Trichomonas, because if you use it daily, when you make some surgeries at a vet from the crop, you cannot find some swabs from the crop. You cannot find Trichomonas. Also, bacterial infections was very less. Yeah, so often you see on the cells of the mucose some black points, and pigeons who get Avidress daily for a longer time, they have much lesser infections in the mucose, so in the crop, and the reason is that the bacterials and also the Trichomonas, so they are flagellates, and they don't like and accept the low level of pH, a level of pH level of 4.5, which we want to reach, is create conditions where Trichomonas cannot survive, and or they cannot develop. Yeah, that, let's say it's better to say they cannot develop. So if you have one Trichomonas, that is okay, but they cannot become more and more and more. So that is the reason why we use Avidress. And what we saw is that if we use it daily, so the whole year at least, the effect is the best.
So do you recommend it to use it in the racing season also?
Yes, I use it by my own pigeons also in the racing season. Only the day of the return, the first water when pigeons arrive, I don't use Avidress because I use other products for the regeneration. And the day of basketing, I don't use it. These are 2 days where I use our product Rotosal, and I don't use Rotosal together with the acids.
Yeah, thank you for asking this question. Let's come to the fourth one. When should I give Flugfit Dragees?
Okay, Flugfit Dragees tablets are a product based on vitamins. I think also amino acids are inside, and so it is like like an energy booster, let's say. And we recommend to use it on the day of basketing. If you are able, the best is to do it in the morning, but we know many fanciers, they do it when they basket the pigeon. So because you have it in your hand and you have to give it pigeon per pigeon, one tablet. So it is more easy to do it while basketing. And so to fill up the stores of the vitamins and the amino acids. So it is like to bring all what is needed as a catalyst in the metabolism. The essential nutritions are inside of the Flugfit Dragees, and that is the reason, and the recommendation is on the day of the basketing.
Okay, let's come to the last questions for today. Fancier asked us, what is the difference between Immunbooster and Entrobac?
Yeah, there is a big difference. It is a totally different product. So Entrobac is based on a probiotic, and it is a probiotic which is registered and proved for the function by pigeons. So we have a probiotic who are able to survive the intestine, the stomach, sorry, because they are in our product, they are in a stable form, and will be activated in the intestine. And that is the reason that the bacterials, the probiotics of Entrobac will survive when after eating, the pigeon eats the corn who are prepared with Entrobac, and they go through the stomach, and after the stomach they will be activated. And that's why they are very effective to bring the intestine flora on a healthy, stable, and resistant condition, let's say. And the difference to the Immunbooster is that Immunbooster is more a product which switch on the immune system. We have, per example, beta-glucans inside, and the beta-glucans work as a key, like they are ingredients which switch on the immunity, so it brings immunity on a higher level, or wakes the immunity, like in a situation we have now in the world. All armies are looking through the borders what's happened. And that is what we are doing with the Immunbooster. We switch on the army, so the immunity of the pigeons, and that is one main point. Another ingredients, it's like an orchestra, many ingredients who promote and support the immune system. And so like active trace elements. We have trace elements who are activated, and these are able to fight against bacterials in the intestine flora. And what we learned was in some studies that they do it against infection bacterials and not the normal bacterials. The good flora will be not affected. And and Frederick, you as the product manager, you knows much more information and details.
You forgot the activated coal, which is binding fungus poisons, for example.
Yeah, that's also a very interesting ingredient, because if the immunity works very well and fight against bacterials in the intestine, we know that sometimes we have also bacterials who have some toxins, and it is a big advantage if you bind the toxins to bring it out of the pigeons, of the intestine. So it's also a very, very, very important ingredient of the Immunbooster. So okay. What I do by my own is, whenever I think I must stabilize the intestine flora, so before I make vaccinations, before I start training, before we start the training by our club, and after the races, 2-3 days per week, I use Entrobac together with Immunbooster. Both products I use. I make the corns, the mixture is a little bit liquid with our product Morgold, and you can use some other oils or whatever. Morgold is very effective because it sticks very good, the powders. And then I put the Entrobac to bring the intestine flora that we have more good bacteria in the intestine, and it works like probiotic and prebiotic. Prebiotic means we have nutrition for the good bacteria in the intestine flora, so we bring the good intestine flora on a higher level, and I use it together then with the Immunbooster to activate and mobilize the immune system of the pigeons. And the intestine flora, the immunity, 70% of the immunity is based in the intestine, so it is a big advantage to bring it on a higher level, that the resistance against infections is better.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alfred, for asking these 5 questions. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please send us a like and ask us more questions. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Frederick, and good luck, and all the best to all our fans. Thank you. Bye-bye.